Okay, welcome back. I thought I would show this while I've got this open. It was playing really fast, like Mickey Mouse speeds, and the reason being was the string had become dislodged from in between these two posts. It was still underneath this metal spring, but it wasn't going between the two posts. It was literally sort of just sitting there under the spring, but going between these two posts acts as like a brake, acts as like a cord tensioner. So now, as you can see, it plays fine. Well, better than it was. But I'm going to deliberately sabotage it and show you how it was. It was literally okay. I'm just going to probably break this now. It's like, if it's not broke, don't fix it. So what am I doing? Literally breaking it, not irreversibly, but yeah, it was literally come from underneath that spring. Right, so that's how it was. So it wasn't getting any tension from those two posts. It was under the spring, but now, as you can see, it's not even under the spring. I've made it worse than it was. So now there's no, I'll let go, it's just going to go. So, yeah, let me put it back how it was, how it should be. Doing it around the camera is not going to be the easiest, but I don't know how useful this will be. Just maybe give you an idea of the stress levels. How finicky this bloody thing is. I've made a job for myself here. Right, it needs to go round that spring. That's the first bit. Right, you're doing well. Now if you pull it tight, it should slip all the way to the back to the posts, and then with a little bit of luck, keep a bit of tension on the string, and just lift it up over the post. He says it's not easy. Try not to put any pressure on the plastic. Just lift it over if you can. If you can't, back up and try it again. It is easier if you take it out of this housing, which I'm going to do. You won't break anything by taking it out of the housing, hopefully. I've only got one screw. I've got all three screws in. Why do I do this? Right, so there's the record player part of it. You've got springs there. This spring speeds up and slows down the sound. I've got it on near enough the slowest setting. I might make it a little bit slower. just for the purposes of demonstrating this mechanism. Hopefully I don't break the bloody thing. Just going to pull it down with my fingernail, and it doesn't want to come across. Right, down and to the left. Oh no, 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 don't you dare. It wants to come apart. Like everything, there is a certain amount of risk. And if I break that peg off, I'm blaming you. It doesn't want to go past that. Alright, let's go the other way for demonstration purposes. Doesn't want to go that way either. Okay. It really does not want to work with me. Alright, we've moved it up. Couple of notches. So now back here, we've still got to get this string over the post. So it should be a little bit easier now. I've got it out of the body, out of the casing. It is pretty simple if you take your time and you don't rush. So you just sort of hook it over that post like that, and then when you pull on this, that piece of metal, that spring, should sit in place. Now I have sped it up some by moving this way. Slow it down, it goes that way. Let's put it back on the speaker. It basically works by the record vibrating, coming up this arm, this making contact with the amplifying cone, and when we pull this string, that should be sort of in the middle, not Mickey Mouse but a little bit fast, a lot fast. So all we've got to do now is move this back to where we had it, and that should be perfect now. So now I'm going to put it all back together. I've put a bit of PTFE tape or some glue on this screw here because it's not biting. But that should all be back together soon. And while it's open, we'll put a bit of elastic around here so it's easier to put the neck post on. So it's basically saves you fishing in there. So it's a nice thing to work on once you know what you're doing. It's not that daunting. When I first opened one of these up, I think I ruined a couple of them because I didn't know what I was doing, and I still don't, but I know a little bit more than I did before. So hopefully now you know a little bit more, you won't ruin 2 talker units like I did. I still blame Toy Polloi. A little bit of information is dangerous, and I went off thinking I knew it all, and I did not know what I was doing. So yeah, I hope this helps you out if you've got a talker mechanism that's going too fast or too slow. If it's too slow, you can move from this end up this way and it should speed it up sufficiently to make it sound normal. If you want it to sound really slow, you can get it past that last peg, get it in sort of slow motion. Anyway, thanks for watching. Take it easy. Bye.